2 years to grow out a short haircut? Let's talk about this. Hey everyone, it's Beth. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everybody who subscribes to my channel. Thank you for everybody who watches my videos, who likes them, comments on them, and engages with me, shares them to other people who might benefit from them. And I just really love this community and appreciate all the support that we get to give each other. So thank you, and let's get into this conversation. Growing out any hairstyle can be an uncomfortable experience for some of us at times because you get into those awkward middle phases where it's not quite what it was, it's not quite what you want it to be. I feel awkward, just ready for that process to speed up. But what I want to remind us today is that it is a process, it is a journey, and I call it a hair journey for that reason, because nothing is immediate except for maybe chopping all your hair off, but the growth process and sometimes even learning to love that can take a little bit. So if you've seen my hair journey video, then you're familiar with kind of my process and how I got from, like hip length, wait, you can't even see down that far, long hair down my back to the short haircut that I'm at now. And it really is, it is a process. Now, even working up to that, it took some time for me to actually make that jump. And afterwards, it wasn't an immediate adjustment mentally either, seeing myself in the mirror with this short pixie haircut, because I was so used to seeing a different version of me. And I put version in air quotes because, of course, inside, who I am, I'm me, I'm Beth. I do feel like I've matured and grew a lot since getting my hair cut short, but it took me a second to adjust to the way that I looked, because for a second and really an entire day afterwards, it was like, yes, but do I look like me? Like, do I still look like Beth? I feel like I appear so different. And that was a journey in itself, learning to accept and really love and get used to my new hairstyle. So if that is a process, then growing something back out definitely is too. Let's take a look at this video from a fellow YouTuber who shares her journey from a shaved head, so a buzz cut, to 2 years later where her hair is actually longer and able to be put back up in a ponytail or a bun again. Remember, it's a journey. She is taking the steps to maintain this cut even as it grows. You can see how she's getting cuts while it is growing within that second year to kind of even everything back up, take care of those layers, and maintain it in some sort of style as it grows. I do think that step can be important to how we see ourselves through this process, and also just having fun with it as well. Now, 2 years may seem like a long time. Keep in mind that she was going from a buzz cut to longer hair, and if you are at a point where you have a pixie cut similar to mine, it shouldn't take an entire 2 years to get to that length, of course, because you are starting with a lot more hair. I mean, all of this, the bangs, the sides, the back, all of that's present where it wasn't in her video. However, it still can take some time from get to point A to whatever you decide point B might be. And that's to be expected. Now, we might not always really ponder that point when we get to feeling impatient or feel down or irritated, like annoyed with our hair one day, and we might want it to, you know, hurry up and get to a little bit longer length so we can do more with it, or we might want for it to hurry up and be the next haircut day when you're maintaining it exactly a month apart every month like I am. But regardless, it still does take some time, and we do have to be patient. And it's okay to have a day every now and then in between that time period, or even more than one day, where you do feel, you know, frustrated, or even just looking forward to something excitedly about it being different. We just have to remind ourselves that you still are you in every single moment of your hair journey, no matter what your hair looks like, and you can still be confidently you and truly you regardless of feelings that day on your hair or where your hair is. You may even wake up the next day and feel differently about your hair. It just takes some time to adjust. But nothing is, you know, instant when you're working through growing out your hair or you're maintaining your shortcut in your hair journey. And that's a reminder, again, I just think it's important for us to sit on. So whether you're going from a grow out process or just between trims, know that it's okay to have those down days, but also, you know, your hair changes every day. It's just slowly, and you can get to that place that you want to be. You know, one time where I really felt this way, where I felt almost impatient about a part of my hair, was when I had my hair cut with the front laying bangs that almost looked like micro bangs. You can find that style more back a few months ago, but I felt them cut I felt that they were cut a little bit shorter than I had idealized in my head. So my expectations were not exactly met once I got home and I, you know, styled the hair, and especially after I wetted it and, you know, wore it the next day. Because, and I can still do this with my bangs, maybe. I had them laying front ways like this, but they were much shorter. And it felt, I don't know if I can recreate it. Absolutely not. You can go watch the videos. But I was getting impatient because I wanted them to be a little bit longer. And so I tried to embrace it then. I made sure that I put my paste in every day. But I was thinking, if, you know, when they just get a little bit longer, then they'll lay exactly like I want them to. When they just this, when they just that. And I found myself caught up in that cycle frequently as I looked in the mirror. And that's not something that I wish upon anyone, really. Not that it was torturous, but it's just something that is not really beneficial to us to be taking up some of our brain space. So our very precious brain space. Take that deep breath. Remember that it is a journey, and that you'll get to where you want to go and be able to do what you want to do, hopefully, but it just might take a little bit of time and patience on your end. And remember to love yourself and, you know, how you look and who you are in this moment without feeling like you need other people's approval to do so. When I talk about my hair transformation, I label it as a hair journey for that reason, because the journey takes time. There are steps along the way. There are reasons behind different pieces of the process. And so it truly is something that you have to walk through all the steps for. And when we're making decisions about our hair, just keep that in mind with whatever you decide to do. And as you are in between any phases, even if it's just a month where you're waiting for that next trim and you find it feeling a little bit uncomfortable or not laying properly like I have before, know that everything is a process. And it may not feel perfect to you every single moment, but you are perfectly you in every single moment. And trust me, you really do look good, especially if you feel good on the inside. I'm so glad that you're here. Much love to you from me, and thank you again for all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching my videos, commenting on them and engaging with me, liking them, sharing them so they can get more outreach and people who need them can see them. And you guys just rock. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Jess from New Girl Finger Guns. Bye. The video is over, so please go watch another. I'll link a different one right here. While you're at it, please subscribe. That would really be a vibe. Ring the bell before the next premiere. Well, the vids start coming and they don't stop coming.